rudder before. So the rudder, especially in these longer boats, are really helpful for us to steer, and they're controlled by 2 foot pedals inside our kayak. If you take a peek inside the cockpit of any of the boats, you'll see that they have 2 foot pedals on either side. Really important that when we get ourselves in our boat, the first thing is just adjusting it so that we have that foot pedal set up right, so we have the ability to fully steer the boat, but also that we're comfortable inside. So there's a slight difference between the single boats and the doubles just in terms of how the foot pedals adjust, but I'll kind of go over that. But in terms of getting the foot pedals to the right length, it's going to be the same procedure. So first off, getting inside our boat, we want to stay on the ground here. We don't want to be standing on the boat. It's really tippy if we start standing on the hull of the boat, as well as it puts a lot of pressure on a very concentrated spot. So we're going to avoid doing that. So getting in, best way to do so, just straddle the boat like so, pop our butt down into the seat, and then it's just a matter of feeding our legs in one at a time. If we're on the taller end, you can always sit yourself down behind the seat first, and then swing your legs in to the final spot. Once we're in the boat, you'll notice that the cockpit here has 2 kind of outcroppings here called the thigh braces. When we're sitting in the boat here, I want my legs low and to the side underneath the thigh braces. This is going to make me as stable as possible, as well as it's going to make me the most comfortable. So I have my legs in this diamond-like shape, knees out to the side of the boat, thighs under the thigh braces. Then my feet are going to be in a V-like position. And at this point, I'm going to adjust the foot pedals so that they're both the same distance down and that they're lightly pressing on my feet. I don't want to have to feel like I'm really reaching for them or I'm too reefed back. That'll make it quite uncomfortable for our tour. So once we adjust the foot pedals to the right length, we're going to be able to steer. So in the 2 boats, there's kind of 2 different ways of adjusting it. In the double kayak, there's going to be a strap with a buckle, similar to like a backpack strap. If you need to bring it in closer to you, you're going to grab the loose end of the buckle and pull it, and that's going to cinch it up, bringing the foot pedal closer. If it's too close and you need to send it further down, you're going to grab the plastic part of the buckle just on the side here, and you're just going to loosen it, and that will send it further down. So we're wanting to adjust it so that we have them the same distance down. And in the single kayak that we're in, there's going to be an orange lever in front of the foot pedal. Pulling that orange lever in towards the center of the boat is going to release it from the lock position, and you can slide it up and down to the appropriate length. Any questions about that so far? So, now to steering. Steering's very easy. All we have to do is push in the direction that we want to go. If I want to turn right, I'm going to extend my right foot. That's going to put the rudder in a position to help me turn right. If I want to turn left, I'm going to extend my left foot. It's going to help me turn left. And then if I want to go straight, I'm just going to bring my feet back to that neutral position, and the rudder should be in line with the boat here, and that will help me track straight. So it's really important that when we get ourselves set up, these rudders are all in the neutral lock position. We want to make sure that we have that foot right nice and equal distance down, so we know that home neutral position for paddling straight. Because for the most part, when we're paddling, we're going to be paddling straight. There's going to be some times where we need to turn, but we want to make sure that that home position is very familiar and something that we can quickly adjust to. Any questions about steering? So next up, I just need to talk about what we were to do in the case of a capsize. As I was saying, these boats that we're in, quite stable. The condition is very glassy, not too concerned about capsizing, but we need to know what to do if that were to happen. So if we were to capsize, all we're going to simply do is just kind of reach beside us at our hips, kind of grabbing the coaming of the cockpit, and we're just going to push out and lean to the side. The PFD is going to do the rest of the work. That's going to bring us to the surface. All we're going to do is try to hold on to both our paddle and our boat, and myself or Tom are going to get to you and instruct you on the process for getting back into the boat. So all we just ask is kind of pushing out to the side, try to stay calm, hold on to your gear, and we'll instruct you for the rest of the way to get back into the boat. Getting out of the boat, when we're on land, all it is, similar process. We want to kind of get to the ground first. We don't want to be standing on the boat. Very tippy if we do. So just get to this kind of standing position, and we're off. Next up, I want to talk about the paddles that we're going to be using today. You'll notice that the paddle blade that we have has two distinct sides to it. One side has this thick spine at the back, the other side has more of a clean ridge. You'll notice if we look at the side profile, one has a more distinct scooping profile. When we're paddling, we want to face that scoop. So we want to face that side here with that clean ridge, and we want to make sure that when we're looking at the paddle, the writing is the right way up. We want to make sure that when we're paddling, that you're able to read the writing and the phone number on our paddle blade. We want to be holding the paddle about paddle or shoulder width apart, so that we can then adjust our grip here so that our knuckles here are in line with the cutting edge of the blade. When we're paddling, we really want to make sure that when we're planting the paddle, we're getting that resistance so that we can propel ourselves forward. If we have it slightly offset, we're going to be slicing through the water. So really want to make sure our knuckles are in line and about shoulder width apart. Any questions about that? So, what we're going to do now is we're going to get ourselves set up with our PFDs. Myself and Tom are going to be able to assist you if you have any questions. They're all one size fits all. They adjust the shoulders and the waist. Ideally, you want them to be sitting in the center of our chest. If it's too high up, it's going to be restrictive, so we really want to make sure it's centered. It's snug enough that if I pull up on my shoulders, it's not going to pop up above my head. So, if you want to just come back here, we'll hand those out. Like we do have like a rain breaker packet that's easy to let the water on.
Hasta allá.
Ahorita vamos a meternos en el pero aquí en la orilla.